and I'm a 45-year-old, so I'm a bit older. I've already had my family of 4 boys, and I'm married. And I came to this wonderful country 7 years ago from Wales, for those who can't quite place the accent. If you need an interpreter, my friend is at the back, who's about 7 years of my waffling on. I'm a nurse, and I live in Mount Martha, and when I moved here I thought it was the most beautiful place in the world. I've got family still at home, so just parents and sort of in-laws and sister. I was diagnosed with cancer, with ovarian cancer in 2013. Then I went to the doctor for smears, and I went to the doctor for my kids, and that was probably it. So I felt I was pretty well. I think I had 3 weeks of symptoms, which was just a little bit of belly bloating. Now, if I asked everybody to put their hand up for some of the symptoms I had, this would just show you what kind of insidious disease this is. So if you're saying you get belly bloating, does anybody feel fatigued at the end of the week? And the only thing that was a bit abnormal was the fact that I didn't have much of an appetite, so I'd eat a little bit and then I'd be full, which was totally not. I went to my GP on a Friday and I said, "Oh, I'm just not feeling right. I've had a little bit of bloating, this kind of thing," and he gave me some Zantac. I said, "Oh, you've got a bit of sort of reflux." But took some bloods for me, and he said, "Come back on Monday and you'll have a look at the results." So I went back on the Monday. Over the weekend, I just knew something wasn't right, like you. I'm not normally worried well, because usually I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm great, I'm pretty good." And when I went back to him, he said, "Oh, your blood's look normal, your vitamin D is a bit low," and again, that would be quite normal. But I said to my GP, I said, "Look, I'm not normally worried well, there's something going on, and I'm not sure what it is." And I was lucky, because my GP said to me, "I'll send you for a scan." He sent me for a scan. And even when I was getting up for the CT scan, I was thinking, what am I doing? These are fake symptoms. These are things that people go through. I'm being a bit of a freak here. But when they said to me after the scan, "Oh, we think you need an ultrasound scan as well, and we need you to see your GP this afternoon," I just knew that there was something. And in my head, that it was ovarian cancer. I'm a nurse, but I've never done gynae. And the survival rates for lots of cancers now are great. But when I looked into it and I saw those statistics that you saw, I thought, "Oh geez, this is serious." So I saw a gynecological oncologist who was the same surgeon. He was absolutely fantastic, Tom Joplin. And he said, "Oh look, it looks like you've got ovarian cancer, but you won't know until the microbiology results come back." So basically you have what they called radical debulking, which is, unfortunately, sort of, as my grandmother would say, my Welsh grandmother would say, they took it all away. And they did, so they give a radical hysterectomy and lots of the things around there, appendix, ovaries, everything. And he said, "We have to take all that tissue away and send it away. And we'll try and take as much as we can visually." And he was really pleased with the surgery. He said it spread to some of the linings, and we've taken lots away. And I was like, "Great, that's all right. I'm strong. I can do this." And I think there's certain things emotionally that stand out for me. One of the biggest things was a microbiology result. I was totally interested in the science of it. And he handed me my result, and they had the staging and that kind of stuff, and it came up as stage 3C, which is a later stage of, which is one of the later stages, which is the statistics we see, the 15 to 17% of people don't make it to 5 years, and you think, "Oh my gosh, a 5-year-old doctor, to see how are they going to cope." I'm well, and I'm well in between. But this is a message that I really want to spread, because even as a nurse, you don't realise the effects you'll have. And I see my friends' children, I haven't got any girls, but I see my friends' children and your children. I think we have to find something more than this, because however much we say to women, trust your body, go to your GP, 3 weeks of symptoms to be at an end stage diagnosis, there's no other way we can do it. It's not enough. So yes, be aware, because if I'd have left it any longer, if I'd have had a GP like, you know, if you'd have taken him 6 months or a year, then I wouldn't be here today. So that is a very strong message to take home, but we really do need the funding so that we get to those first stage. You know, if you look at breast cancer and how far we've come with breast cancer, it is absolutely fantastic. And it is a real hope for women. We've gone from, 10 years ago with ovarian and cervical cancer, since those early detection tests come up to 88% of women who get breast cancer will survive. That's the statistics we really want for ovarian cancer as well. I'm really, really blessed to be here today, and I must say I've got some real positives since I've had cancer. The fact that I've met wonderful people. It teaches you a lot about life as well, about what's important. I'm very honest with my children. That was the other thing, that was the worst thing to say to them, is the diagnosis, but I've been very straight with them, and I'm very, very lucky to have 4 wonderful boys who have taken it on board, and it's always a lot of banter, but a sick humour as well. It gets us through. But thank you so much, Lindy, for putting this on, and absolute pleasure to be in a company of lots of beautiful women in their white shirts. Thank you very much. You can have something else to say. You can have something else to say. I want to give you a hug.